It's a new week and we have some new starters. Let's see how they'll get on. I head down to London for the James Sinclair masterclass, and Kyle shows you exactly how we carry out an end of tenancy clean. This is Vapor Clean. I'm Lee. Let's see behind the clean. Monday 25th of September, I'm in the office at 7:30. Yesterday, technicians were out on site, so they did a Sunday clean. We don't do many, but we do them when it's the best day for our customers to get their systems done. So they had 4 systems at a farm shop yesterday, which is why it's best for a Sunday for them. Get them all done in one hit without any disruption to them or their business. Technicians are flat out busy. We do have Lee off on annual leave. He had Friday, Monday off, so a long weekend, but we've got lots of extractors to do, multiple end of tenancies to do, and we've got a couple of smaller ovens, carpets, upholstery jobs as well. Busy day for the technicians. Contract side, not so much. Aaron has a visit over to Thatcher's cider this morning, but other than that, everything is purposely kept quiet. Ashley's off, we're a person down, touching wood, because obviously it depends what's happened over the weekend and what goes on this morning, and I'll be liaising with him over the next few days just to make sure he's all good and keeping everything tickety-boo. The customer service team, Sean just needed the whole week in the end last week. You know, when you've got a little one that's poorly, it's very difficult to focus or even get some sleep, to be quite honest. They're working really hard on the October target. Wednesday, Thursday this week, I'm in London at the James Sinclair masterclass. So I need to make sure that I've got all my bits boxed off so I can just focus on where I am and what I'm doing and looking at how we can push the business forward. Let's get on with another week.
That's not easy. That is. What's that? It's got a roof rack.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't even no, I actually did that.
Oh, is it?
But I bought a fucking roof rack in there.
What for this? Right. Hey, say goodbye.
Cool. Yeah, all good.
You're all happy with it, yeah?
Yeah.
Better than the other one, isn't it? I'll take that part of me and then he'll email you on next one. Oh, what?
I've got it, yeah. Yeah, just down by the
Either one,
yeah.
Alright, lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Just finished a 3-bedroom end of tenancy. Myself and Stephen. As you can see, the property behind me. Nice, clean, Vapor Clean van. Just going to walk you through the property now. Customer booked us in for a 3-bedroom end of tenancy clean. So as you can see, floor's nice and clean. All the windows. Not going to walk in because I don't want to dirty the floors. So I'll walk on the side. Everything's all right. Clean windows, clean kitchen, oven. And let's go and see what he's up to. As you can see, the carpets have come up quite nice. Customer did have animals, so carpets were covered in hair. Looks all right. Once Stephen's done doing the carpets, he's already sprayed the fast lane all over the floors. He's going over the carpets now. Once Stephen's done, we will have one more walk around the property to look at everything, to make sure everything is 100%. We do all the skirting boards, door frames, cobwebs. Quite a successful clean, you have to ask me. All in all, customers on the way to have a look and she'll be quite happy.
Finishing off Monday, been a bit of one of those days. I've been pulled into a couple of things on the contract side. First thing this morning, we had someone go sick at one of the schools, which has my neighbour's goats are out on the front lawn. Yeah, we had someone go sick at one of the schools, so Aaron is covering that as well, and that's why we make sure we've got capacity in there. He went over and conducted an interview today. I didn't realise he had an interview for a support op. He has actually offered that out, so all being well, they are looking to start next week, so we'll see how that goes. That would mean we'll have the 2 new support ops starting next week. We did have an issue raised. One of the restaurants, the standards weren't quite what they would normally expect. We obviously try and monitor our standards really well. I've had to go back and discuss with the operative, find out what's going on. They've basically said they were flat out, it was a busy weekend, they thought they got everything, but they obviously didn't. They've apologised, and I need to speak to the customer and smooth it over the customer. Obviously it's the type of things that Ashley would normally do with Ashley off. I'm just stepping in to do it. Aaron could cover it as well, but he is pretty stretched with the other bits he's got going on, so I'm helping with that. But that's Monday down. Everyone is finished, everyone is clocked out, and then we'll do it all again tomorrow. Tuesday 26th of September, another full-on day-to-day technician. We've got lots of extractor systems today. We've got no annual leave or anything like that today with technicians. Lee has a couple of quotes to do, which I want to catch up with him about, so we'll be speaking to him later on. Aaron and the contract side, he is over at Thatcher's side this morning, and then he's coming into the office for a quick catch-up with me. Potentially has an interview this afternoon for one of the contract sites, and then he will be back over to Barthampton School this afternoon. So reasonably well, we've tried to keep it as quiet as we could, but he did have a couple of absences call in yesterday. I'm in the office all day today. We've got weekly leadership team meeting. I've got Craig in from the marketing, so we're going to have a look through that. I need to tie up some loose ends. Off to London tomorrow for the James Sinclair masterclass. Didn't clock in at all weekend, so I have to be picking up emergency phone as well when you get those alerts. Do they come like, is it loud when it comes through, or is it just?
Yeah, fairly loud. I mean, it's quite a short tone, so I might change the tone.
Change the tone. I used to have, there's one on that phone, I think it's that phone. It used to be, it's like an alarm, and it's literally really loud. It drive me fucking insane.
Is it like an intruder alarm? Almost like that.
It was like it's a bit like an ice cream van. It doesn't sound as good. You don't get excited about it. Trust me.
And then they see the white van and they've got questions.
But if you put that alert on there, you can't miss it.
No.
That's what I mean. It's much easier. I don't know what try his emergency contact, and we'll sort it out for tomorrow. Once we've done that later on tonight, just before you get home, we'll have a catch up anyway.
Right.
And then potentially we can have a quick catch up in the morning. Either way, when I'm down. If you need any help, Kim and Danny are here to help tomorrow, alright? But fingers crossed we can get sorted out, ironed out for tomorrow. Thursday, if I can get Firmicor, Thursday should just be Thatchers and whatever.
Yeah.
Barthampton, she doesn't come back. But whatever it is, whether you want to go home or come here, don't put anything else on you.
Okay.
Don't worry about doing anything else. If anything, tie up a few loose ends, go back and get some rest and just be
In the game.
ready to pick up if you need to.
Is there a footstool or anything like that?
Hey Scott, you okay?
Yeah, how you doing, mate?
Been one of the interesting jobs this morning?
Bad day. What did we have this morning? We had a extractor clean. Tokyo walk.
Oh my god, I love Tokyo Walk.
Quite a big job.
Yeah.
To be honest, to be fair, the kitchen is very, very clean.
Yeah?
So it's quite. The extractor fan was quite messy. It's a 6 month, every 6 months. I wouldn't say a quick job because we had a bit of extra help this morning. There's 3 of us because we're training somebody at the minute.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Catch on the filters up, we've got the ducting and cleaned all that out and the fan and stuff.
Well, you know, at least it's not like a trial by fire kind of situation. Hey Ashley, I'm Craig. I'm the guy who everyone runs away from because he holds a camera. You came from Tokyo Walk?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah? So how long since you started then?
Technically, first day was yesterday,
Yeah.
but I did a test last week on Thursday.
Okay, and has it just been extractors then?
Extractor on the tester and then in Tenancy.
Yeah.
Then yesterday it was an extractor, upholstery and Tenancy. Extractor so far today.
Oh right, so you've done quite a bit so far then?
Yeah, fair enough.
Wow. So I imagine it's hard to find like, I mean I don't know actually, like have you found something that you kind of prefer over the others or?
Upholstery was easy because I didn't really have to do anything. So it was just one machine.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that I just feel like I'm just standing around doing nothing. That's what I don't like.
Yeah. So you still kind of had something to do for the upholstery then?
Yeah, we were moving stuff out of the way just to get things ready.
I actually saw a pretty good review actually on Trustpilot. Someone said that you guys moved the furniture and stuff, so I imagine that was the job. But yeah, there are a lot of positivity there, which is great. Yeah. You're on another job coming up, aren't you? Oven cleaning. Did you say you did an oven
I
cleaning?
haven't done an oven clean yet, no.
Oh,
Was a carer beforehand and I used to work up in the kitchen.
yeah.
So we used to clean our ovens there, but theirs was steam based.
Oh,
so it was literally
right.
just spray and let most of it do the work
So
basically.
it's a new situation.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, best of luck with it.
Thank you.
Wondering actually, how come you were doing that job over at Dings?
The rugby
Yeah.
was just external and internal windows, that was.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think every other month we do the skylights on top.
Oh, right, okay.
So yeah, this Thursday I think.
How'd you get all the way up there?
A ladder access, 2-man job because it's on the roof. We've got the harness as well.
Oh, they kit you out, do they? Yeah.
Strap it to the poles up there. And stuff
Oh,
like
that's awesome.
that. Yeah. So there's 2 of us on that this week. Quite a big job.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's quite a big building, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very big.
Are you doing that job with Lee?
I think I'm doing it with maybe Stephen.
Maybe you can catch Stephen in the act or
Yes.
something with a harness and the full get up. Is that your first time doing it with the harness and
That
stuff?
was the first time maybe a month or 2 ago we done it.
And how high up were you?
It's quite high. It's maybe twice as high as this building here.
Oh right, yeah, the whole office building. Oh, that's insane.
Quite high up.
Yeah, I'd be terrified if I were up that high, to be honest, on a harness. God, is that part of the kit? Because I've not seen that in there before.
Yes. Yeah, you've got all the extendable poles in here. You've got these extendable brushes here. Look.
Oh yeah.
See the extra long reach one. Ooh. See that house opposite?
Oh yeah, the house over there.
It can reach twice as high as that.
Jesus, that's insane.
Not the mirrors. No. No. Yeah.
Do you use anything out of your first aid kit?
Just 2 plasters.
2 plasters.
Is the other thing. Elaborate your notes a little bit. Because if you want 2 rovies, 2 this, 2 that, put that down. Go on.
It's a nutcase, isn't he?
Quote from Weston, 2 black, and another quote from Bristol, and then I got the carpet job in Bristol, wherever it is.
Your birthday tomorrow.
Pardon?
Enjoy your birthday.
Thank you. So yeah, I've had no rental today.
put the vodka in it tomorrow and you'll be alright.
I've got the second at home waiting.
Oh, have you?
See you.
Start early.
See you Thursday.
See you later.
See ya.
54.5 hours more than the previous 28 days. I mean, that's fucking massive.
There have been some shorts that like I've been glad have been taken off, because I remember in the early days when we were getting like thousands of views, they were usually for let's just say it was for vanity, as much as I probably shouldn't. I put a bit more time into one of the shorts that's going up this week, like a window cleaning one. It was basically the job that Scott did at Dings. If you remember that one.
Yeah.
Basically, I had a text-to-speech talking about reach and wash cleaning, the benefits and how it's a little bit safer and things. I think it's a pretty good short, and it provides a little bit more value than say if it was just music and having someone clean.
We're just gonna wait now and see if it actually does any better or bombs. Yeah. What I'm liking though, and I'm looking through some of this audio. I mean, on YouTube especially, some of these things are actually looking. They're looking quite positive. It's slow growth, but it is growth. That one for me, I'm kind of tick along at the moment, and it needs more thought. I'm hoping that this course over the next couple of days might give me a few ideas anyway. What do we think we can do to basically get our content out to more people?
The newsletter, if we did do a section on behind the cleans, because I mean, you did say yourself that you could still see domestic customers watching it. You don't want to just have tons of stuff on the newsletter.
I did the mid-month one, the email marketing. We had 3 leads from quite big customers as well. I'm not talking little leads, I'm talking quite big leads. So I think they were all commercial customers, but 3 customers. I think one was last year, the other 2 were 2, 3, 4 years ago. I think one of them was 4 years ago. It was back in 2019 was the last time they used us. But they were all for jobs that were over 300-400 quid. How do you feel that you're doing within Vapor Clean at present?
I think I'm doing okay, but there are things I could do better. I know the targets and I know what I need to do.
Can you describe a time since you started when you exhibited behaviour in line with the company core values?
Am I cheating?
I was going to say you are cheating, yeah. Straight out of the corner of your eye, straight away. You can cheat, at least it's easier.
When it comes to the video content, I think I've kind of made it my own. I think a big part of what I've been doing is trying to add my, in your own words, I suppose, is creative flair to it. Put more of myself in there, I want to say, but I'm not really in as much footage as I'm sure I could be.
Well, we can make that happen. It's fine.
Oh, you enjoy making that happen?
I do, yeah, I do. Your dedication is probably the biggest thing that stands out to me. You know there's a job to get done, and you kind of don't leave it alone until it's done.
Kind of got that from the links I send you at like 8 p.m.
Yeah, and I'm normally still bouncing things back to you and what's this video?
Very clever sending it by email now. So I
I could quite easily highlight 3 or 4 of the different core values that you stand out on. Time management, I've been really impressed with how you've improved on. I thought it was going to trip you up, I've got to be honest. Surprisingly, the added pressure of you having a week off kind of forced you to catch up a little bit. And then I thought, well, even if he catches up, once he's had a week off, he's probably going to fall way behind very, very quickly again because he's got to catch up from those couple of weeks. But I've been really impressed you haven't. What is the one thing that you need to improve on the most?
I want to say research. As much as it does have its lows at times, I've managed to find the fun, I think, that sounds stupid. the video editing I'm doing when it comes to behind the cleans. I don't know if you noticed, but I've tried to be funny, and I don't know if it's really worked, but like I'm trying to be a bit more creative with it, and I find enjoyment in doing that.
Really looking at making sure that we are trying to consider what you want to achieve and how we help you get there as much as anything else. Obviously it's nice to hear that you are finding the fun in what you're doing, but you're enjoying what you're doing and can potentially
see
every day. Yeah, you probably are. Yeah, are you finding the fun today? What's the one thing you would change about your role?
Being able to go out and about more.
There is a need to do it, and as we said last week, I think it was, potentially next, we need to start looking at that anyway. It's difficult when you're here, that's the trouble. It's fucking in and out, it's ridiculous.
Hi, Paul. I don't want you to see you cut that out. You've got to keep that in. Now you've done it, you've got to keep that in. Although Paul will just tell me to get a fucking satellite and cancel it. Awesome. Right, if you're happy with that, then please just sign at the bottom.
Wednesday 27th September. I am just gone 5 o'clock and I'm heading down to London. We're on our way to the big city. Going down there for the James Sinclair seminar. Really looking forward to this, really excited about it. I honestly believe I'm going to get a lot of good lessons. Just really get my mind working of how we can grow the company, deliver better service, do our marketing better, and all that sort of stuff. There's supposed to be a lot of stuff around it. Looks like it's going to be about a 2.5 to 3 hour drive. So I'm only staying in the hotel one night. It's cheaper for me to drive the car down, park, stay one night and come back tomorrow. Aaron has got a lighter day. He does need it. He's still at Thatcher's. He's covering the shift there. That is unavoidable. It's annual leave, been booked for a long time. Then he's got Barthampton school this afternoon, but that's it. That's all he's got in today. We did have someone not turn up at one of the sites yesterday. We're not sure why. We managed to get hold of them in the afternoon and we need to have a proper chat with them. Technicians today. First of all, we are back to the kitchen deep clean where they had the previous clean done, and they've got all of those, they had all of those revisits from the last company. So we've got our technicians in there today to do the clean properly. Probably half of the team, maybe a little bit more than half the team, I think. But the others, we've got a couple of end of tenancies to do today. Lots of carpets, lots of upholstery. It's a busy day. Everyone's out, everyone's flat out, but it should be a good day.
We've got loads of money, loads and loads of security, and they want to open up a big chain of pizza shops. Now over here we've got Dave. This is Dave. Now Dave was an area manager for Pizza Express. He knows all about pizzas, he knows all about the KPIs, he knows all about the labour to turnover ratios, he knows which are the best shops and what's the best locations, he knows how much he should be spending as a percentage of his turnover on overheads. He knows everything. He's got no security, but he's got loads of knowledge. But he also, like John, loves a bit of pizza. He wants to open his own chain of pizza shops and leave Pizza Express and create Pizza Palace. Over here, John, he wants to do the same. But he's got no knowledge and loads of security. And they both go to a venture capitalist and say, look, I want to open a chain of pizza shops, I've got loads of security that I can add to the mix. Over here, I've got loads of knowledge, I've run a team of 1,000 people, I've looked after 30 pizza shops, these are the EBITDAs, these are the numbers, these are the bads, these are the cons. He don't know any of that. But he's the one I want to back. Even though I've got all my security over here, he's the one I want to back.
Foundational tool of what we're going to talk about. A CRM is the brain of your business. We talk about the list, we talk about your database, that's where it lives. It's all going to live in
I want to talk about the other parts of average customer value now, which is average customer value, the one we spoke about, average transactional value, and average lifetime value.
It's 6:30, seminar's just finished. Obviously a lot of information to take on board. a lot of really good stuff taken from it as well, and a great discussion at the end from someone that's obviously built a massive business and is also an influence to James Sinclair and should obviously be to a lot of other business owners as well. So been a really good day so far. Got some perfect golden nuggets, as James puts down, to make sure we take away. So found it really, really useful. I'm gonna fire up the laptop, get a few bits and pieces done and tied up, and then I'm gonna head down to the bar. Basically, I'm actually gonna have something to eat, a pint of beer or two, and do some networking with some other people that are here. We'll see who's about, because obviously a lot of the stuff you can learn is not just about what's said within the seminar. It is also the people that you meet there as well. And sat on the table that we're in, I've had some great conversations with some people, the people that are on the table with me, one of which is actually not too far away. They're in Glastonbury, and I've been hearing about their business and how they're leveraging things in their business as much as anything else, and some good things they're doing to provide some better quality customer service to their customers as well, that we might be able to swipe and deploy, again stealing James's phrases, into our business.
I've got my music on now. So I've just finished. Let's have a quick walk around and see what I've done. So I've done all of these windows. Let the blinds down. Well, the majority of the blinds. They're not all down. Like I can definitely see a difference. These are all up anyways, so we'll leave all of them.
Can't get away from your roots. Used to love an English breakfast and a good greasy spoon when I was in the building trade. I'm out on the road or out of the town, just can't help it, I've got to do it. So yeah, couple of quick calls to make before I get into the seminar. I've got about half an hour before it starts. Quick wander down, so I'm going to have a quick call with Craig and Aaron, just to make sure all's good.
When's going to be the pain points of cash coming into the organisation? So I do this, and I look at Marsh Farm and go, wow, I've got a big trough here, a big trough here, I've got a trough here, and then I'm investing in the business, blah, blah, blah. So it's now time to create multiple revenue streams that fold into existing empire that will take out the peaks. So I open a day nursery on the farm park. January's a great month. February's not so good because there's a school holiday.
250,000 profits, it's now 25%, and between the 50 and the 250, it's a marginal rate between 19 and 25, depending on where you are.
Perfect fit on the glass slipper, that's the person we want to talk to. The other part of icing the cake is figuring out what is the perfect call to action.
So 6:30, nearly 7 o'clock, just finished up at the James Sinclair seminar. I'm absolutely buzzing now. So many really good ideas, confirmation of everything. I've got some really great marketing tips and just process improvements we can make, and yeah, some good ideas on how we can improve this YouTube channel for everyone. Yeah, absolutely amazing day really. So unfortunately I've got to do the long drive home now. Looks like it's going to take me about 3.5 hours, which is great fun. I'm sat in traffic at the moment, but not worrying about it at this precise moment in time, because like I say, I'm buzzing. I'll get back and then we'll go at it all again tomorrow, straight back in the office tomorrow morning.
We're here in the main office now. There are windows in there that I can't do because I just can't get behind. We'll crack on with these, get these out of the way. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, should take 10-15 minutes in one part of the office so far. Always make sure we clean up after ourselves.
Not something you see every day. Friday 29th of September, last working day of the month, I believe, other than the contract staff, obviously, that never sleeps. It is half day for all the technicians today. They're all due to finish at their usual time, but it is a busy day. We've got a couple of extractor systems, window and the skylight clean over for Dings Crusaders. That's our monthly clean that we do for them. Lots of ovens and carpets. So typically it is on a Friday. First though, it is for me to go over and see this chiropractor, and I gotta be honest, the pain is pretty much gone. I'm really impressed. One of the discussions I was having with the chiropractor before, which I kind of knew, but it was a very frustrating situation, and it's a really, frankly, piss poor business model. I had spent quite a long time going to a chiropractor, about 18 months going to a chiropractor, because I was getting lots of headaches. I was advised to go to a chiropractor, and the first one I had was really good and the treatments worked, but I was advised to go twice a week for 6 weeks. I was kind of like, well, what do we do? What's the long-term plan? Because I can't afford to do that forever. They said, oh, it'll be all right. You start off at that and then you slowly reduce your visits down. And at the end of the 6 week, they said, oh, right, okay, so you've used all your package, you've had all your treatments, it is better. And I was like, yeah, I feel loads better. My back's good. I feel comfortable. I've got no pain. My headaches are gone. I feel brilliant. And they were like, yeah, but it'll all do it again if you stop. And you kind of trust a chiropractor or someone like that, don't you? So I was like, oh, okay, all right, so what do I do? We need to come every week now for 6 weeks. So not twice a week, but it's every week. I was like, oh, all right, okay, if you say so. Long story short, I got to a point where I just felt like a mug, and I was like, I'm getting annoyed now, because you're saying I still need to come every week. I think it went, the least was every other week, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. 45 pound a time. I'm like, nah, this is ridiculous now. I actually just stopped going. I relayed this to the chiropractor that I visited last week. She is from Norway. Apparently it's regulated in Norway, whereas it's not as regulated over here. And she said that kind of practice in Norway, you'd get struck off for it. It is excessive. She didn't want to slag him off. She kind of said, do you mind me asking who it was? And I said, well, yeah, I don't care. And I told her who it was, and she went, yeah, I thought it would be. It's their business model. And now this is a company that has 5 or 6 in our local area. Their business model is to get them in, out as quick as possible, keep them coming back as many, as quickly as possible, as many times as possible, and form that habitual habit of buying from someone. And yeah, but good news is, don't need to do that anymore. I believe I've found someone good. She said she would do 1 treatment last week, come back for a follow-up this week, and then depending on how I feel, she said she might advise 1 more visit, but she believes it would be a sort of a maximum of 3 visits anyway. And like I say, I feel amazing. And there's that ramble for you that Craig will probably chop up all over the place. Always fun. What should have been a nice straightforward day has basically led into the technician saga again. I was very nearly going to say their name and say the such and such technician saga again, but we won't. You give people every chance in the world, and sometimes you do, and sometimes you should just be the ruthless person that everyone calls you and believes you are anyway. So this particular person, despite being on numerous warnings, numerous times, being warned about things time and time again, which is probably the problem. They thought they were invincible, they thought it wouldn't happen. So we've had a call today, a complaint from a customer, which, I mean, that's the big issue. So that's already alarm bells. I don't like complaints from customers. I know things go wrong. I know people make mistakes, and everyone's human, and all of that sort of stuff. But Even so, when you get a complaint, you don't like it. And when it's the same person's name again, you kind of think, that's another mark on the board. But it evolved from there, because the complaint, and they were very nice about it, very reasonable, and it's something we can sort out and it won't be an issue, and we'll make sure the customer is looked after, but it shouldn't have happened. They basically said they felt the technician was rushing, and they felt really uncomfortable because there was a lady in the car asleep the whole time while it was on their drive. You've been warned not to use the work van for personal use. That's not what it's there for. Simple as that. Therefore, that's it. That's when you got to let them go. Simple as that. The last warning was, do not, under any circumstances, use a van for personal use. You've been warned about it. That's it. You are on your last chance saloon. Mess us about it again now, and we will let you go. We are not insured to carry passengers in the vehicles unless they are Vapor Clean employees and they're in there for work use. The technicians are not allowed to use the vans for personal use because it costs the company money. They don't pay tax on the vehicles, as in for the use of the vehicle, and if they do, they would be liable for it. But basically, if we get caught doing it without declaring it to the HMRC, we can all get in trouble for it. So we are now ending the week in a very frustrating way, in the sense of goodbye. We're waving goodbye. He's been let go with immediate effect. I have to go because I've got to pick my kids up. I've got no choice. I've got no one else to pick them up. I've called in a lot of favours this week so I could go down to London for the training, and I've got no one else to pick them up. So I'm going to pick my kids up. Lee, head tech Lee, has had to come down to the office to support Danny for a handover on the van and all the equipment and everything else, to make sure it's all there and it's done properly. But shouldn't need to happen. Simple as that. Shouldn't need to happen. They were warned. Do this. Do not do this. And there we go. Well, that's another week down and some good progress made. But you'll have to come back next week to find out why I'm on site on a Saturday working. The 2 new support ops start, you get to meet them, and it's monthly meeting day again. Thanks very much for watching. Please do remember to click the subscribe button with the notification bell so you know when the next episode is out. Thanks again.